and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a few fall activities for you to try out. This video was supposed to go up weeks ago, however, I've had a lot of trouble with it, including losing footage of how I created each activity, but that's okay. I can still explain each one quite simply as we go. And if you're brand new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more homeschooling content just like this. And the like button lets me know that this is a type of video you enjoy, so I know what to make for you in the future. Let's go ahead and get started on these fun fall activities. The first activity here is all about the life cycle of a leaf. This is great for seasonal transition conversations with your kids about how the leaves change during fall. And what I did was I just took a specific page out of the book you've seen here, The Magic and Mysteries of Trees, and I made a copy of it and I stenciled it out. Now you could do this by yourself without a stencil, that would be perfectly fine. I just wanted to do it as simply as possible. And then I gave her paint and I had her try to recreate the colors in the leaves' life cycle. So it was a wonderful activity. She loved it, and I'm sure your little ones will love it too. And this next activity could be very versatile. So what we did was an activity about Warty Pumpkins to work on numbers, counting, and math, everything like that. So what I did was I took an old piece of cardboard I had, used it to recycle as a craft here, and I just printed out stencils of pumpkins and cut them out, glued them to the cardboard, and then I took a Sharpie and drew the black lines. After that, I used clear masking tape to cover the entire piece of cardboard. That way you can use dry erase markers on it. And then I gave her Play-Doh and a few options you could use for the warts on the pumpkin. Could be corn kernels. We used black beans. You could use lentils. There's so many various options. And also I will show you 2 different ways to use this board here. But as you can see, it's a great manipulative for hands and for sensory play, and she really enjoyed this activity. The very first way we used this activity here was we wrote down numbers 1 through 10. You could write down any numbers you're working on with your child, even skip counting, counting backwards, whatever that may look like. And we used the black beans to put warts on the pumpkins. Once again, you can use anything you want as the warts for the pumpkins. You can even just use dry erase markers, color in the pumpkins, and draw the dots with the dry erase markers. Activity option number 2 here was to work on math equations. So I gave her simple math problems of addition, and she would write down the math problem below the pumpkins, and then she would use the black beans to put the number of warts on each pumpkin to create the answer for the addition problem. And this was really fun for her. She enjoys doing math in other ways like this instead of just always being on paper. So if you have a child who is bored with paperwork, try this out. For the last two activities in this video, we went out to the garden and had some outside fun. The reason is because the season was ending. As you'll see in the video, other plants were dying around the marigolds, and I worked really hard to grow those marigolds, so I figured, well, let's get one last use out of them before the season completely kills them off. So we cut off marigolds and other flowers as well. You'll see petunias and things like that. And we created art with them in two different activities. She's a hands-on girl and loves getting out in the garden. The very first activity we did was create a wreath using the marigolds. This specific metal wreath that you see in the video was from Target in the bins. You know, that's seasonal, so I don't know if you can still find it, but these type of wreath things are available everywhere pretty much all year round, including the Dollar Tree. So you can go to the Dollar Tree and get one for $1 and skip the $3 we spent. But I just let her weave in the flowers until she was done. She wanted to use tape. And honestly, you don't even need tape. She just wanted to use it. And then we created a wreath for her to hang on our back door. Now, this very last activity might have been the biggest hit of them all, and at this point our little one decided to join us, so you'll see my toddler too. But we just took massive sheets of paper that we had, went outside with the marigolds and paint, and we just let them have fun using the marigold as the medium to paint with. This is a really great way to have open-ended art and to change things up a little bit and let them try something other than a paintbrush. So if you still have flowers out there, don't be afraid to grab some and do this. Have some fun with them, let them paint and have all kinds of flower fun. And you'll even notice that they'll get creative. Like my daughter, instead of taking the flowers straight to the paper, she also realized she could put the paint on her hand from the flower and create art with her hands too. So let them get creative. That's the point of open art. It's all about the process. So let them have some fun in this way and sit back and watch them create some beautiful little pieces of art. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you found it useful in any type of way or entertaining. And if you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so I know you want more videos like this in the future. And the subscribe button is there for all you brand new people who would like to stay up to date with all the future videos I'll have on this channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I'll see you in the next video. Have fun homeschooling. Bye.